Hi, welcome back to Explore Chinese Drama. In this video, we'll be discussing spoilers for the Chinese drama How Dare You? Episode 2. Episode 2 of How Dare You? Opens with a new atmosphere following the unexpected encounter between Yu Wanyan, who is actually Wang Chu, an ordinary office worker from the modern world, and Xiahu Dan, who is also a transmigrator hiding his true identity as a powerful ruler. Both of them now realize that they are trapped inside a palace novel with a tragic destiny that must be changed. The opening scene shows Wanyan and Xiahu Dan equally shocked as they discover that they are in the same group, a clear sign that their fates are now intertwined. This moment confirms that their meeting was no coincidence. Their early dialogue is filled with tension mixed with awkward comedy, as Wanyan struggles to understand the unpredictable rules of this unfamiliar world, while Xiahu Dan calmly observes her cautious behavior. As the story progresses, Wanyan is eventually brought by Xiahu Dan into a seemingly strange yet significant social interaction. She is invited to dine with him. Although the moment appears ordinary on the surface, it carries deep meaning within the rigid context of palace life. At the table, they exchange light but carefully chosen words. Wanyan tries to assess who Xiahu Dan truly is, while the emperor maintains emotional distance, signaling that his trust in others remains extremely limited. This episode also introduces Wanyan's first meaningful interaction with other influential characters, including Xianxia, who is revealed to be another transmigrator, though from a different narrative level within the story. Xianxia's presence intensifies the game of fate and places new pressure on Wanyan, who now faces not only the challenge of survival, but also competition from a rival with her own agenda. As the episode continues, Wanyan begins to realize that her role as an antagonist is far more complicated than she initially thought. She recalls her modern life, her strategic thinking, problem-solving skills, and professional logic, and starts applying them to the intrigue-filled environment of the palace. Several scenes show her quietly observing interactions within the court, analyzing behavioral patterns, and carefully formulating strategies to avoid open conflict while minimizing immediate threats to both herself and Xiahu Dan. The tension deepens when Wanyan becomes aware of the tragic prophecy attached to the main characters in the original novel, that if the story follows its original path, the outcome will be disastrous for Great Xia. This realization forces her to act with even greater caution, especially as hidden threats begin to emerge from knights and political factions seeking to destabilize the kingdom. Despite these looming dangers, a series of subtle conversations between Wanyan and Xiahu Dan become key emotional moments in the episode. In one of the comma scenes, Xiahu Dan unintentionally reveals a growing concern for Wanyan's safety. This moment signals to the audience that their relationship is slowly evolving from a purely pragmatic alliance into something far more complex and emotionally layered.